I think I want to come back home. So she's like, what's going on? Something happened to you over there? And I just looked at it from the perspective of, I love this game of basketball.
Hello, my people, and welcome back to another Sit, Sip, and Chat. If you don't know, this is the first time here. Sit, Sip, and Chat is a show where I talk to different persons in the community, and we just talk about something that they have going on. My name is Glenda York of GCY Initiative, and today I am talking to Mr. Omar Beauperthuy of the Sports Performance Academy. Is that correct?
Performance Sports Academy.
Oh, okay. The Performance Sports Academy. So before we go into our interview, we're going to talk a bit about Omar, and then we're going to talk about where we are today. So first, we're going to talk about Omar. I have some information set up there. So Omar Beauperthuy, in my opinion, embodies paying it forward. A former student of St. Martin Academy, which already is a good start, of course. Omar is currently the owner of Performance Sports Academy, an organization that aims to assist young people interested in sports to better their skills while showing them the discipline and dedication that is required to achieve their goals. Omar was once scouted at the age of 14 and completed his secondary education in the US as a result of that. Following that, Omar went on to university and then a professional sports career internationally. He is now working to give students on St. Martin the same opportunities that he had. That sound about right?
Yeah, man. That's all about it.
Yeah. Okay.
You doing your homework?
That's what I got to do. That's part of the job. And with where we are, guys, we already know the setup. You know the background. We are here at Great Bay Media Studios. You already know the deal. If you are a company big or small and you're looking for that production, if you are creative and you're looking for a space to use as a creative outlet, definitely check out Great Bay Media. We're going to put their information down at the bottom here. Contact them. Let them know that you heard about it here at Sit, Sip, and Chat so I could earn my keep and we can keep on moving. Now to you. You ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready.
We take a sip.
All right. Dive into it.
So first things first, because one of the things I just realized is cool, persons just tend to see people in the community, but don't actually know who they are or about them really. So not too long, but just give me a brief description of you, Omar.
Omar. Well, like you mentioned, Omar Beauperthuy. Grew up in the Middle Region Defense area. Mother's Marva, father's Rosemore. I am Daniel, the late great Daniel Beauperthuy's grandson.
Okay.
So everybody knows, who's Daniel Beauperthuy. In regards to me, just summarizing myself, I am just really and truly a person that is, laid back. I'm passionate about the game of basketball. Being able to see what this game was able to create for me in my life. And that's how it started with me wanting to give back to the kids on the island.
Okay. So then you talk about, you realized that you had a passion for basketball. When did you realize that? Because I'll imagine, you correct me if I'm wrong, that you tried other sports, or was it straight into basketball?
Well, when I attended elementary school in Middle Region at Sister Mary Lawrence School, we had different when I say different, we tried out different sports from soccer to, I guess, little handball or stuff like that. But basketball, being that it is, neighborhood kid, that is something that I couldn't run away from. My older cousin, actually, I always, would say he's a pivotal person within my life, where his house was like nearby to mine. So regardless on days when I didn't want to go, it's like, yeah, you got to listen. And at that time too, shorter, even though when I grew taller, it's a little bit awkward. So that's how it, I developed the love for it.
Okay, so then just playing in the neighborhood with the friends and the family and everything, and then it just became something you were naturally good at, or then you realized you liked it and then you developed your skills?
Definitely, I would say I was not good at it. I have two left feet at that time, and I didn't understand basically the concepts and just the, how to say it, I didn't have the basketball IQ at that age, you know. So with playing the game, as you grow, you end up learning more and more, especially when I left the island. It was like a whole culture shock for me.
So then you were scouted on the island. So persons came down, or did you go somewhere else to
No. So
play?
what happened is that my older brother and my cousin at that time, they were attending school in TCC.
Okay.
So while they were up there, my older brother was able to reach out, being that just conversing amongst friends, and that's how I ended up going to Bradenton, Florida.
Okay. So your brother was going to Tallahassee Community College.
That's right.
For persons that don't know what TCC is. So you went up to visit your brother, or he made the call before,
So
and you went up specifically?
I visited him first, and then afterwards, people see you play in person. It's like, hey, I could, make a call for you, and that's how that transpired.
And then how was the transition, like after you got scouted, to find out that, hey, you have these skills, I want to help you develop your skills, and then moving from St. Martin to go to Bradenton?
The transition for me, honestly, was in the sense of, it was rough. Not from the aspect of you leaving home. It was just that, honestly, being out here, being in, on the island, like a small pond, compared to the ocean over there, I'm not gonna lie to you. I figured that I didn't have to work that hard. I'm tall, so you ain't have to do this. You don't have to that. So I just had to readjust my mindset, and then everything started growing from there.
Nice. So you see, and you don't always just born with the skills. You ain't just because you're tall and you can move quick mean that you got the talent. Big fish in a small pond, he gets you in the ocean.
It's work ethic and commitment.
There you go. So that's what he imparted on the youth. We're going to come back. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk more with Omar about his purpose.
New episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across our social media platforms.
We welcome you back, my people. We're still sitting down here with Omar Beauperthuy of the Performance Sports Academy. I say it right this time? Okay. The Performance Sports Academy. And we're going to talk about when you left the island. So when you went up there, you realize you're no longer big fish in a small pond. You get thrown in the ocean. How was that experience? Because then you left from home with a certain routine, your surroundings, the people you interact with, the education system. Then you went to the U.S. How was that change, or how was it then adapting to a different culture?
First off, adapting to the culture. Honestly, the transition, I would say, took maybe it wasn't that bad. The one thing that I noticed is that from off the rip, when I got up there, is that automatically they focus on sports. Everything is based around sports. So being that in regards in the classrooms, everything that we do, sports related. In regards to the routine, be honest with you, Glenda, I did not have a routine. I developed a routine up there. What I thought when I was down here was working hard, was in nowhere close to working hard. So the practices, when we are practice, I went to prep school, so it prepared me also for college also, where we practice in the morning before school. We practice after school. So it's like we practice an hour in the morning, shoot around, or we lifting, and then shower, get something to eat, comes class, and then also after school, we have 4 hours of practice. So we have, in regards of an hour an hour and a half individuals, and then 2.5 hours team practice. So, I'm grateful for that. At first, it was, when I say tough, because it takes your body at least 2 to 3 weeks to adjust to it. You sore, and then it's like, I don't know if I could do it,
Yeah.
So that was an adjustment that I had to make.
Nice. That's okay. I think that's important information for people to know, because people always want their child to leave and do all of these things, but I don't think most of us know the dedication that they have to put in. That's why it's good for persons like you that have gone away, seen what it is, or persons of the past that sees the hard work and knows what it is, to try to impart that on the students and their parents as well while they're down here.
Most definitely. So, in regards to PSA with the kids, everything that I've learned throughout, if it's prep school, college, collegiately, or professionally, I try to input it in them from now. So imagine I'm dealing with kids from all ages, and you got 13, 14, or even 15-year-olds that you importing this system in them so they can understand that, hey, this is what it takes. This is not something that you can turn on and turn off when you feel like. Some days, I remember when we just started off, we practiced on Christmas Day.
And how do you feel about that? Or how do parents feel about that?
Well, it was me. It was actually me and 2 other kids, and the kid wanted to train. And right now you could see that in particular with that child, it's paying off for him.
Okay.
So it's just the mindset for them to understand that, I don't like to, sugarcoat, or not explain to them every obstacle that comes in the way.
Yeah.
So that they are prepared physically and mentally for that transition.
So then from the prep school, then you played college football.
No, so
Sorry, not football, basketball. I'm sorry.
Yes. So after graduating high school at Bradenton Prep, I went on to Hillsborough Community College, where I got my associate's degree, right, while playing. I was on scholarship playing basketball. Now, you mentioned football, American football, to be exact. The funny story is that when when it came down to decide on college, I had an offer, an interest from Western Kentucky, and UConn for football.
Okay.
And
so you played football as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
I never played football. But what happened was the first game when I came to the US, right? Mr. Martin boy, loose ball go up in the air. I ran to try to get the steal. And I end up colliding with one of my teammates, right? So now the teammate's on the ground, and I'm like, oh my gosh, sorry, and the football coach was there, right? And this particular teammate, he was a 3-4 star player. He was actually committed to SMU.
Okay.
And he was really good, but I don't know him. I didn't know him, so I was just more concerned of he was on basketball. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, he's accustomed to knocking people out.
Yeah.
So that's how that came about, and I never played a snap of football. However, when it came down to the decision, everyone saw like film of me, and to this day, my college coach always tells me, he says, don't ever tell nobody you end up choosing a 2-year community college over a 4-year school, but that's what the offer was for football. And I told him, I said, well, I come from St. Martin, and we don't play football out here. And that's how I ended up just sticking with basketball. Okay,
so you stuck to your guns.
Yeah.
He knew what he wanted to do. Listen, because that takes a dedication in itself to, you see a better offer presented, but you know what your goal was, and you stuck to your goal. I mean, I ain't got much words to say. We're going to just go and we're going to come back. Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV15.
Thank you, TV15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune into the late night.
and sit, sip, and chat.
Late night.
Yo! Be the first. And we are back with Mr. Performance Sports Academy, Mr. Omar Beauperthuy. And when we left off, we were talking about you getting your associate's degree. Now, you did mention having a master's. Tell me about the master's.
Okay, so I got the associates at the junior college level, and then I played basketball, where I got my scholarship at Alcorn State,
Okay.
Division One. After when I graduated with a bachelor's in business management, because associates it also is in business management.
Okay.
Decided to pursue my career professionally to play. And before leaving, when I had an extra year eligibility, the coaches was like, "Hey, you could come back do your master's for free." I was like, "No, I want to test the waters." Ended up going to start off on a tour in Europe, where I was all over from Plymouth to Manchester. Ended up getting a offer to play out in Swords, Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a different culture shock for me. After there, I left to play in Casino, Italy, in the Silver Sea series.
Nice.
So honestly, during that period of time, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was on the phone with my mom. My mother speaks for me every day, even when I'm away. And I told her, I said, "Well, I think I want to come back home."
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, "What's going on? Something happened to you over there?" And I just looked at it from the perspective of, I love this game of basketball. When I say I love it, like possess about the game. And for me to be relevant, because at the end of the day, the ball is going to stop bouncing for everyone, you know? So I was like, how can I still be a part of this game of basketball? Because I love everything about it, especially when it comes to the grind part. Not just the playing part, but everything, team bonding. So I decided to pursue a master's degree in sports management.
Nice.
So everything that I wanted to do in the sense of, okay, I was training kids at a time, while I'm working out, like giving kids some pointers. And when I decided to pursue the master's, just dive full on into it, where I was just training them fully.
Nice. And you pursued your master's while you had come back home and you pursued your master's?
Correct.
Okay.
While I was back home.
Okay, nice. So then from the master's, sports management, wanting to give back, that is where Performance Sports Academy was born?
Correct.
So that was your giving back to the community. So I give my little wrap up of what Performance Sports Academy was.
Mm-hmm.
In your words, what is it, and what does it offer the community and the students that you have?
Well, I would say Performance Sports Academy is not just an academy, it is filling a void and a need of what Country St. Martin, needs, in which, when you speak to the youth and you speak to the parents, they're always saying that there is nothing for them in regards of opportunity. So for me now, being with my connection in the sense of my knowledge of the game, I wanted to give back and also create opportunities for them. And so far, since we started it, from the mental aspect, what you expect, from the physical aspect, from the plyometric training to developing basketball players as whole with the basketball IQ. This is year 4, and we have over 33 kids.
Nice.
Off island.
Nice. So you've helped 33 children to go and play.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, wow. And when was the academy started?
Was it 4 years ago? So we'll be in, 5 years ago, actually.
Okay. Yes, I saw that. I was supposed to say congratulations
Yeah.
on your 5-year
Yes.
anniversary. I actually saw that recently. Okay, so 5 years putting in that work, got the students going up. So what we're mostly here to talk about is the tournament that you have coming up. So let the people know about the tournament. When is it? How is it? Who come in? What going on?
All right. So the Paradise Showdown. Just, every year I'm always looking at, doing something extra, doing how can we develop more. Last year PSA took 21 kids to Florida. We was there for a week. We played basically the entire different parts of Florida, right, to create exposure and opportunities for the kids. And the way I looked at it, in a sense of, St. Martin is a beautiful place. It is home at the end of the day. And I was like, you know what? I want to bring coaches down here to see our youth, play. I want to give recognition to the youth and also to hope to inspire the following upcoming kids an opportunity also. So the Paradise Showdown basically was born.
Okay.
It's 8 teams within the region that's going to be participating. We have 6 coaches that are coming in from the United States.
Okay.
Also our games are going to be streamed. Our games are going to be streamed where more high school coaches will be able to see and basically evaluate the product of the players.
Where is it going to be streamed?
The games will be streamed and be played at the LB Scott Sports Auditorium.
Where can I find it? On the Instagram?
So you'll be able to find it on our PSA YouTube channel.
Okay.
And we'll put out all the information. What else? In the sense of the tournament as a whole, we also will be providing coaches clinics. Okay. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's about advancing our people in general. So we have coaches seminars that's going to take place, and it's available for everyone or who's interested. They could reach out to me.
So what happens in a coaching clinic? I don't know what that.
Well, in the coaches clinic, so how I look at it from the perspective, yes, I have 6 coaches that are going to be in attendance, right? But at the end of the day, our local grassroots coaches are the ones who's going to be around these kids within their community all the time. So we have to uplift them and provide them with the knowledge of the game. Because yes, PSA, like you mentioned, it's getting kids off the island. But imagine if everyone else was developing at that same rate, then, as you say, iron going to sharpen iron.
Nice. So then there would be an opportunity for coaches or aspiring coaches, let's say, on the island to then learn more from the international coaches coming in, or just gather information in general about
gather information so that they can implement it with their training. They can, because at the end of the day, every coach has their own style. So you might like something what this coach is saying. Well, hey, I want to use that in my practice, or I like this, I want to use this. But from the whole perspective, basically how we're starting from, ground zero out here, I do think that, just providing the information for the coaches so that they can advance their knowledge of the game, at the end it'll trickle down over to the kids. In addition to the coaches clinic, we're also providing a referee clinic.
Okay.
Yes, because the rules of the game for FIBA has changed, and we want to have everybody up to par with the rules universally. So all of that is also available.
So it's not just about the students and the children; it's about everybody, every aspect of the every aspect of the game on the island needs to be on another level.
Correct.
And you're trying to help everybody across the board do that.
Make everyone successful.
That is cool, because most people, when they have an event, they focus on the participants, but the coaches and the referees, you just kind of know what you know and you move along with that. So that is also a great opportunity to provide. So you mentioned that it's a regional competition. What other islands are coming in?
The islands that are coming in, we have Antigua, Anguilla, Saba, Statia. We have the French side also that's participating. I mentioned St. Kitts.
No.
You got St. Kitts, and we have Aruba.
Okay, so you have everybody coming in. And everybody has the opportunity with these 6 coaches that is coming from the
So
US.
that is correct. Everyone has an opportunity. And again, the biggest thing for us also from the youth perspective is about creating exposure for them. So everyone will be given an opportunity to, while playing, of course, to display their talent, because at the end of the day, it's a competition.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking at the best team and also the individual players also, because we're trying to create opportunities for everyone.
So then the team that is representing St. Martin, those are students from PSA or those are like general students from the island?
That's a good question. It is, the team actually comes from within the Swaliga Youth Basketball Association.
Okay.
So yes, they have some players from PSA, but there are also players from the St. Peter's Ballers also. And then we also provided an open tryout, you know, just to see what other potential players that we can find. And that basically comprises the team that represents St. Martin.
I gotta make sure ask that because, you know, people, but he got all the tech coming from his organization. My child here could play. So I gotta make sure ask that. Clear that air one time. Okay. So it's regional players coming in, coaches clinic, referee clinic, coaches from the US. Only the US, correct?
Well, we are waiting on a response back from Europe, but I know we have clubs. I can tell you right now, we have clubs from in France and in Italy looking for potential players.
Oh, so not just the US, we have potential Europe. Okay, so we got US and European scouts that's coming down to watch our children and other people's children play. Where is it going to be? By the Sports Auditorium?
Sports Auditorium from October 5th to the 10th. In addition to that, the time frame, because it's a under 15 event, it's a youth event, the time frame will take place from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. We want the kids to be in a safe environment, and they could come out, enjoy themselves. It's during the midterm break, so you have something to do.
Oh, that sounds okay. I like how this is going. And how much is there a cover fee? How much is it to go?
For kids, it is $2 entry.
$2 entry, and for the mommy that bringing the child,
$3.
$3. So $2. You really got no excuse. Let me see. Is there anything else?
Oh, in regards to the clinics, if you're interested, you can also reach out to us via our social media page, or you can contact me via my personal cell, 526-0753. And I think that's...
And your social media page will be Performance Sports Academy on Facebook or Instagram as well?
Both of them.
Facebook and Instagram, and they do have a YouTube channel, and they do have videos up of past games, so you can always go there and check out and see how the students are playing already, and then tune in when they're streaming for the event to see what's happening live as it's happening.
Yeah, come out to support your, you know, local St. Martin team. I think that with this, preparing them, you know, having that experience where even players are reaching out that are training, and there's like, Coach, I don't know. I've been a little bit nervous if the auditorium packed, you know. So I think it's a good experience for them. See how they handle themselves in a crowd. Again, they are playing for an opportunity. So it's good to have, you know, the backing and support of our hometown crowd.
Nice. Anything else that you want to add before?
No, that's it.
You get everything covered?
I think, yeah, that's more than covered.
Management, we get everything covered? Okay. I get the okay, so we're good. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Sit, Sip, and Chat. Thank you, Omar and management, for coming in. October, during the midterm break, there's the event. Bring the kids out, even if your child doesn't play basketball, just come out, support the hometown team. It's a great opportunity for our youth. He's dedicated to paying it forward so that everyone has an opportunity. If you as a referee or a coach and you want to up your skills and make sure that you have all the relevant information to do your job accurately, come out, reach out to them. If you just want to contribute, definitely contact them, Performance Sports Academy, on social media. And I think I said all I have to say. Don't forget to take a sip. I'm going to take my last one.
I'll take one with you too.
Yeah.
That's it.
We'll see you at the next one.